Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and here we have a little Chinese-made dimple lock Eurocylinder. But it's not a Eurocylinder. This is a dimple lock Eurocylinder, and the Chinese-made one is just so much smaller. It's a really odd format. It is a little, I think it's only got 5 or 6 pins in it, despite what it shows here. I think one of these is a retaining pin. And you might be thinking, why am I showing off some random generic brand dimple lock from China? And the answer is because this lock actually is a great lock to show off to people about security and techniques. And what we're going to do is explore a lot of techniques here on dimple locks. We're going to bypass the lock completely, going to foil impression it. We'll even do a raking attack on this. And you might be thinking, but this lock is silver. The one on the thumbnail is black. And, well, yeah. It went horribly, horribly wrong at the end of filming. So I had to buy a new one because I still maintain that this is a really, really good lock. Not as a lock. It's a terrible lock, awful lock. But it's a great lock to demo different techniques. Another thing about this lock and its size is, when I was reviewing this foil impressioning kit, I noted that there was 2 sort of blade sizes in here, and one was smaller than the other one. You can see that it's probably a millimetre smaller, and I didn't have at the time a lock that I could find that this would fit in. The big one is obviously too big to go in. I've got to put it the right way around, but it's too big. But this blade here is just right to go into this size lock, and the big one will go into something a bit more sort of generic, like this one here. So you see the 2 different size blades, 2 different size locks. So this lock here gives me a chance to use this cheap impressioning set as well. Anyway, yeah, let's crack on to some demos, and then you'll see how it went so horribly wrong towards the end. So the first way to have fun with this lock is to just realise that when you push something into the back of it, it's really springy. And that normally means that you could do a thumb turn bypass. So I have a thumb turn bypass tool, not a great one, but it should work. Pop that in, take up that cam, and look at that straight away. We are turning the lock without even having to pick it. I mean, that's really bad, isn't it? But it's rare to find a lock like this which you can demo that technique. So yeah, good fun. Right, let's see if I can do a foil impression of this. Just going to remove the little guide and do a little rocking back and forth. I may have to speed this up. Oh, I'm already not tight enough in the vise. Let's give that another crank. Oh, we got it. We got it. Look, we actually got the open. So we did the foil impressioning. I don't know whether I'll be able to get the foil out. So let's give this a go. Hold it very gingerly. Put it out. And yes, yep. It's a bit mangled, but it was impressioned. Very cool. I'm not sure if this lock is rakeable, but I've got it's an automotive wafer lock rake, but I'm hoping that I can use it to sort of rake this lock as well. I don't know whether it will work or whether it's just an impossibility, but oh, yeah, we got it. So a bit tricky, a bit sticky and gross in there. So probably some nasty pins, but yeah, it's open. Okay, so let's see how this lock holds up to a single pin picking. Probably horribly. Oh, that's a horrible sound. 2, 3, anything on 4? A little bit of something on 4. 5, 6. I just release the tension and come back. Not happy with the way that was picking. Oh, what? Seriously? Look at this. I mean, I know this is cheap, but I did not expect that to happen. The front of the lock's fallen off. I quite like this one for demos as well, but that did not hold up to abuse well. I know putting some strong tension on, but have you ever had the front of a lock fall off? I'll try and pick it or something. I don't know. I don't know where to go from this. That's thrown me a little bit. Clearly not the best quality lock. Oh, to be fair, it's only held on by that. That's terrible, isn't it? That's poor lock design. Who knew? Who would have thought this was terrible lock design? Instead of something absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's get on to 5 then. Try to get on to pin 5 there. Anything on 1? No. 2, 3, 4, 5, and anything on 6? We'll click on 6 there. Just back through. Anything on 1, 2, 3. No click. 4, 5. Up to the front. I can see pin 1 quite well, would you believe? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Might need to just pulse the tension a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and we'll just hit 6 and we're sort of open. But that is not a happy lock. That is, oh no, that's gritty and gross, and I think I might have, what have I done to this poor thing? This is horrible. Let's pull it out a little bit, see if we can get this plug out or turned or something. I don't know what's going on with this now. It is just literally the worst. I mean, there's no point in like worrying about how I got this. If it all explodes, it all explodes. Oh man. Hey, I'm so glad I filmed this in a different sequence so that I had like the impressioning and stuff first. How do I get this out? Can I even get the plug out? What's even going on here? Oh no! Of course it is. It's skeletonized. So this whole thing's probably locked up because I didn't even think about that. Yeah, this is skeletonized core. Oh man. So this thing is really bust. This whole thing is just nasty. So that plug came out. These pins slipped into the grooves where that skeletonized core is. I don't know what I can do about that. Give me a second. Okay, well, that didn't really work, but we can see how the pins here are now trapped in this sort of pocket just there. So this is what happens when you get caught out by one of the skeletonized cores. I'm not sure as much I could do about that, actually. Do you know what? If in doubt, just brute force it, because this whole thing is just made so poorly. I'll be able to just hammer this whole plug back out. Watch. See, it's all coming out. Oh, and breaking apart too. Nice. I'm not sure I've ever gutted a lock like this before. This is a new one for me. I'll try to piece it back together based on my knowledge of the pinning. Oh goodness, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. And there we are. I mean, a slightly unconventional gutting, and you can see the really wide fins here. They're trying to save as much money as they can on this. Just look at that. That is really bad, isn't it? That is so bad. And it's just as you'd expect, some pretty gnarly driver pins, all standard key pins. Nothing here that you wouldn't expect. But yeah, I can't believe the lock literally fell apart on me, but we did manage to pick it before it gave in. I only wish that it was a bit more robust, because in some ways that was a really good learning lock, and I don't know where I got it from. I can't remember, which makes it even worse. But if you do know where I can get another one of these for demo purposes only, do let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you have any comments about it, write them below. I do read them all and reply to as many as I can. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more chaos like this, then please subscribe. It really helps my channel out. And of course, stay safe, happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.